Hello students, welcome back to another edition of our lessons on circuit theorem. So as we look at the introductory part, this video we are going to look at the main theorems. Let's start looking at the main theorems. So as we have written here, this is theorem 1. Theorem 1. So the first theorem, we are looking at the first theorem. So what does the first theorem state? What does it say? It says that the first theorem says that according to the first theorem, say the angle formed by an arc at the center is twice the angle formed by the same arc on the circumference. So that is why we were talking about the basis, the paths of circle. Obviously now we have started using the terms, the names of the paths. So we are saying that the angle formed by an arc. So this is a part of a circle, and this is a part of a circle. At the center, see another part of a circle is twice the angle formed by the same arc on the circumference. So you see, we are using the key terms or the paths of a circle. That's why it was needful for us to consider the paths of circles before looking at the theorems. Because without knowing the path, we will not be able to understand. So what this theorem says is that the angle formed by an arc at the center is twice the angle formed by the same arc on the circumference. So this is a circle, and then we know that this is what this is an arc. From this point to this point is what is an arc. This line is what is a chord, and then we know that this is the center, as we have indicated. This is the center. Obviously, you know that this line is what is a radius, and this line is also a radius. This one is also a chord. This one is also a chord. Fine. So we are saying that the angle formed by an arc. So this angle formed by an arc at the center of the circle. This is the angle. This arc is forming this angle of what? A at the center of the circle is twice. So this angle A is twice the angle formed by the same arc. This same arc. So this same arc is forming this angle at the center, and this same arc is forming this angle B on the circumference. So we are saying that the angle formed by this arc at the center of the circle A is equal to 2 times the angle formed by this same arc B on the circumference. So we are saying that this angle A, angle at the center, is equal to twice the angle on the circumference. In other words, an arc, the angle subtended by an arc at the center of the circle is equal to twice the angle subtended by the same arc on the circumference. So that is what we see here. This is another representation. Have you seen? So this one, this is this arc from here to here is what? It's an arc. That is from the distance from here to here. It's an arc. This arc is forming an angle of what? M. An angle of M at the circumference of the circle. This arc method. So this arc is forming an angle of what? Angle of M at the center. And this same arc is forming an angle of what? N on the circumference. Have you seen? Then according to this theorem, this angle, the angle M subtended or formed by this arc at the center is equal to twice the angles formed by this same arc on the circumference. So it means that if you want the value of M, the value of M is equal to 2 times of 2 times N. The value of M is equal to 2 times. So look at this side also. Look at this side at the top. We are standing at the bottom. So if we stand at the top, you see that this arc, the same arc, this arc is also forming an angle of Y at the center. This arc, this is a bigger arc, forming an angle. It's forming an angle of Y at the center. So it means, and then forming another. This same arc is forming another angle of X at the circumference or the circumference. So it means that Y, if you want the angle Y, then it is 2 times the angle formed by the same arc of the circumference. So Y is equal to what? 2s. Y is equal to 2s. Okay, so this is another way in which this same theorem can be represented. So in a question, this is how you see this theorem can be represented in a question. Either you can see it in this way, it can come in this form, it can come in this form, it can come in this form. That's why I'm trying to represent all those various ways in which the question, this theorem can be framed or seen in the question. So this one, this arc is forming an angle of R at the center. It's forming an angle of R here at the center, and then this same arc is forming an angle of V at the circumference or on the circumference. So R is equal to 2V. So the angle at the center is equal to twice the angle on the circumference. In other words, the angle formed by an arc at the center of a circle is equal to twice the angle formed by the same arc on the circumference. So R is equal to 2V. This is how it can also be represented. You see, this line is the diameter. Have you seen here? This line from here, this is the center. From here to here is what is the radius, and from here to here is also the radius. So this arc is forming an angle of what? X at the center, and then forming an angle of Y on the circumference. So according to this theorem, angle formed by this arc X at the center is twice the angle formed by this same arc Y on the circumference. So that is how this theorem is. That's how this theorem is. Okay, guys. So let us look at this. This is an example. We have this example. So we are told that let's look at this example. So we are told that this angle AOB. So this angle AOB is equal to 96. So what is angle AOB? So this angle mark here is what? 96. And then we are asked to find find S and what? S and Y. So if this angle is 96, then we know that this angle AOB is formed by what? Is formed by this arc AB at the center. Angle AOB is formed by arc AB at the center. And you know that, and this same arc is forming angle Y on the circumference. So what does it tell you? It tells you that angle Y, this angle AOB is equal to twice the angle on the circumference. So it implies that angle AOB according to the theorem is equals to what? Twice the angle at the circumference, which is Y. Have you seen? So we know this, we know AOB. So AOB is what? 96. So it means that 96 equals what? 2 times what? Y. So if you want Y, you divide 2 by 2, and then what will you get? You will get Y is equal to what? 96 over 2. So 96 over 2 goes into here, will be 4. There will be 1 left. 16 to 2, 8, 16 to be what? Which is equal to what? 48. So 48 degrees. So it means that Y is equal to 48 degrees. Fine. So we have to find S and Y. So this is Y. Let us find S. How do you find S? You know that's what we were saying, the angle around what? A point. So this angle, when you complete this whole circle, you get what? 360. This angle around this point at the center will give us 360. So if this one is 96, then this side will be what? 360. Will be 360 minus what? Minus 96. Obviously, what do we get? We get 4 here, and then this one will be 5, so be 15, and then you get 6, then we get what? 264. Obviously, you get 264. So when you add it, I get 10, and then 16, 360. Yeah, so this we get 264. So it means that this angle from here to here is what? 264. And then this angle is formed by arc, this major arc AB, this arc from here to here is formed by this arc. So this same arc is forming an angle of this angle S on the circumference. So it means that this angle is equal to twice this angle, is equal to twice X. So if you want this angle that major angle AOB, that one will be what? That angle. Okay, let's represent this angle by what? Let's say by T. Obviously, then we know that going to the theorem, T will be equal to what? This is the angle formed by that arc at the center. It's equal to 2 times the angle formed by the same arc on the circumference, which is what? X. So it will be 2S. Obviously, so we have to find S. So it means that it implies that T, which is what? 264 is equal to what? 2X. So how do we get S? So it implies that S will be equal to what? 264 over what? over 2. Yeah, so S is equal to what? 264 over what? Over 2, which is what? Which is 132 degrees. 132 what? 132 degrees. So it means that S is equal to what? S is equal to 132 degrees. And Y is equal to what? Y is equal to 48 degrees. Have you seen? So here, as we were saying, you have to use the rules or the theorem to find these angles. You can't use any protractor to measure any angle here. So that's why it's needful to know the theorem. That's why we are using the theorem. So you see, it's very simple. After looking at all the theorem and a few examples, you solve more questions. Look at more examples, and that one will really make you understand everything and have everything at your fingertips and enjoy, have fun with circuit theorem. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Get understanding. Get understanding. Don't memorize. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.